miss from downtown. Back comes Westbrook, coast to coast, plus the foul.
We hadn't seen much of that tonight. And give credit to Tyler Eulis and Derrick Jones Jr. They stayed in front of him as best they could, but when he gets a running start in transition, then it's over.
Timmy, let's continue that whip around. Talk about Russell Westbrook. Finished 2 assists shy of his 42nd triple-double of the season, but after picking up those 8 assists, he will definitely finish the year averaging a triple-dub. Is this the greatest individual season since the Big O?
I think it is, and that's why he's going to end up winning the MVP, even though his team is not in the top 3 in their respective conference. What he has done this year as far as averaging a triple-double.
And that's never happened before in the history of the NBA.
Besides Oscar Robertson, right?
Right.
As far as the average triple-double. Yeah,
to win the MVP.
Yep.
It's never been from a team that's finished worse than third.
I said this before. Oscar thinks that he didn't win the MVP because guys didn't know the game that well.
So
Voters
they didn't know how
the game
important a triple-double was.
because they thought maybe they were going to see it time and time again. Because Wilt was known to do that in games with rebounds and assists and obviously points. But, yeah, I don't think that's a stretch at all to say the year that he's having, we may never see it again. You know, I don't think we'll ever see DiMaggio's record be broken. I don't think we'll ever see Cal Ripken's record ever be broken.
For the consecutive
what record do you think will never be broken?
I hate to say never, but if I had to pick one, I do think it's Cal. I was there in Washington, D.C. when he was doing that simultaneously in Baltimore, and every day, as he approached it and got closer and closer, and they were switching the numbers at Camden Yards, it was sensational to watch for a guy who basically did his job and went and did his job every single day. No rest days like we're seeing in the NBA. That's the one I think that won't be broken just because of the way the game is played today. This one's going to be tough, though. This is going to be tough. And I get it now that maybe James Harden could do it next year because the game has changed. And you mentioned this years ago here at 120 Sports, that Golden State, the way they played it 3 years ago, that's the impetus for why Russell Westbrook is doing this today and why James Harden is doing it in H-Town. That we're spreading everybody else out. Guards can now rebound, longer rebounds because more threes are taken. This is not the same game that the Big O and Wilt Chamberlain played.
Yeah, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we will see this again. Maybe there will be Lonzo Ball will be another guy who goes out and does this. That wouldn't surprise me. I see the same type of athleticism in his game. Maybe John Wall. I don't know. Maybe we'll see more and more guys do this. So it would kind of look back and be like, oh, man, like more people did this because that was almost a sacred thing that no one had ever averaged.
61, 60. You okay?
Why?
Well, you tripped on the way over.
Look at that wheel.
Oh, you tripped on